Yeah, and so what we've asked from these artists is that as a responsible person or artist that is not from the neighborhood, ask for community input, have it be community led so that situations like this could avoid it. It's simple things like grammar. Venta y reparación is missing an acento on the O. The hand is light. That's not representative of the existing community of South Central currently and for decades. So ask the community, like, take the initiative to come out and, you know, ask, because that's what we've as Casa have asked the artists present, because of course they're very like, oh, we didn't know about it, we just were asked to do this and we proposed it to them, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're just doing your job, okay, cool, but you are also responsible of the gentrification and the impact that murals have in the community as an artist, as someone who's doing this mural. So how are you holding yourself accountable? How are you making sure that it's inclusive of the community that's already existing? And if you're white, like, this is definitely a demand. Like, don't come into our neighborhoods and take this task and not take the initiative to ask from the community what they want it to look like. Take the initiative. This is how solidarity looks like. Don't come just here and like, oh cool, we got this gig from the city. We only got paid for the paints. We're doing it voluntarily. And, you know, like, no, that's not cool. Don't just do that and, you know, do this.
So there's a lot of like
so many fields, y'all. So many fields.
Businesses like on a one-on-one, because like that's their hustle. Just like a mechanic is like, oh, there's something wrong with your car, like, this is my appraisal, this is what I can do for you, you know what I mean? But like the city is like intervening in this situation because like they want to like change
and make sure it's not by the white man. We don't want no white man like savior right here to repair shit. This definitely was happening. We're on 41st and Central Avenue. SJ Appliances. Make this a community-led process. Don't come here. Don't come into our neighborhoods, white artists, and take over and just think you can come here and do your murals without any community input. That is not okay. Take the initiative to seek community input. As people with privilege, take the time to do this. Take the initiative to do this. White supremacy is real. And if you're not conscious of your power, of your privilege, then you need to do some work. And definitely stay out of our neighborhoods, you know?
It's just the way it is.
And we all respect that. Like, going into this project, I stated to the curator, like, so there are artists that do want, like, South Central to remain loyal to their own. And the way we came to a common ground on that, and what I suggested that they do, is make the murals based off conversations with the business owners. So they're painting their representation of this man's business. Everything about this mural is about this man's business.
Not really, because his hand isn't white. His hand is brown.
And just so you know too,
it actually was whiter, and they changed it to a darker shade.
Yeah, but
that's still white passing.
It needs a lot of more.
That's still white passing, and it's not representative of the community existing.
That flag too. He said that flag was not there. He said that flag was not there in the original proposal. I don't know. I just spoke to him personally.
Yeah, it was.
All right, and then
show us the sketch.
Just so you know too, like
here we go.
These pieces of art should also reflect the community, like because sometimes like even like the business owners, like he's from the community, but there's business owners that might not be from the community, but we need a process that includes the community, because this is a city or local art funded thing. This comes from like CD9 probably, you know what I mean? So it's like they are funding the organization to look for the artists, but like we need to make sure that the community is aware of it and that the community is involved. So why not have like a whole session of like, like kids having the table right here, have the community like, what would you like to see right here? In connection with the business.
It's still not a community-led process.
Not only,
and that's what we're saying.
Not only would that like have the voice of the community involved, but it would also like help promote the business in sense of outreach. You know, because like it would let people know, it's like, oh, this is what they have here. It's like, oh, all right, cool. And the kids and the youth and the residents have a representation of like, okay, you know what, I can connect with this because like, hey, my name is on here. What if it was the youth that would have painted this? What if y'all just would have done the outline? It would have been like the community come here and just like paint by colors. You know what I mean? So it's like
I'm okay with that. Like I don't mind that, but I don't make that decision.
This needs to be directed to people that.
I appreciate that you're telling us, and now I like to know this because no one's told us this.
Yeah.
I can't change that. I just was asked to come do this, and I did it.
So I guess like with that said, like one of the things that I hope that y'all can, one of the powers that y'all can do as an ally will be to like not accept like works like around here unless there is like a community like
led
input
process
on it and a community led. Know what I mean?
For
and
sure.
one of the things that we need too is like we need to see people, our own people, painting these walls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like just there's plenty of walls like all over like West Hollywood, Venice, like wherever, like there's people that can identify with you, know what I mean? But we need people that identify with us to paint on these walls.
It seems like there are. I think there's a lot of walls.
And so it's your responsibility now, knowing our input, to go back to the people who are hiring you and tell them like, you know what, this cannot remain the same. You are now advocates for what we've shared, and it's your responsibility to do that work, because we are taking our time to do this because it's important. Gentrification is real, and it's modern day colonization, and it's not okay. And you're implicit, you know, in this process. And if it's a community-led process, then we are making these murals, and that white hand is not there. You know what I mean? It's the little things, it's the symbolism that also leaves an impact. And this is going to stay here.
I understand what you're saying, but if that hand had been brown, would that also have been disrespectful from us as white Australians to come in here and paint a brown
You're not
hand?
saying you're black. You're saying
I
that
know.
the hand
Is
doing the
representative
work
of the-
is representative of the community that's existing here.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
I don't.
I we didn't
completely
think this far
understand.
into it,
Yeah.
obviously, but and I think maybe without speaking with you, I never would have thought of doing that, because maybe I would have thought that would have come across as disrespectful of us doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you're
But just
saying
a
that's
few-
cool. I understand.
No,
Like, that's
just
great.
just a mere fact that you're doing it too is also disrespectful.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So it's like, and again, it's nothing against y'all like as individuals, and I respect your art, and I don't know, like there's a whole history behind each one of you that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? There's a whole struggle behind each one of you that I have not seen. You know, it's like, and I hope that y'all know that there's something behind each one of us too. And all we're doing right here is trying to communicate our like what basically meet us at that road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was something that you wanted to say, but it's like I would go ahead and yeah.
I think I was gonna say before. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so you're concerned of like, well, I'm not brown. Why am I going to paint a brown hand? Yeah, that's correct. Don't appropriate it.
Yeah.
And this can be avoided when there's community input, because you're not the one designing it. You're not the one painting it. It's the community that's doing it. And you can facilitate that. You know, you have the resources to do it. Take the time out of your day to reach out to the community and ask for their input. Wouldn't that be great?
And I also don't want to insult. I also don't want to insult the art. Like this could be a great piece to go somewhere else. If you know what I mean, like you know, I don't want to disrespect the fact that like you drew this and you know you put like effort into it. You know what I mean? Because like I know how messed up it can be when people are like, you know, like no, that is not art, or that is like whack. You know what I mean? But like this is bigger than that. You know what I mean? So it's like just take this somewhere where it might be better appreciated, because like right here is like there's things that we need. Our voices need to be heard, and that's what we're saying.
Yes, refuse the offer if you're not from this neighborhood, because you're not representatives, especially if you're not going to do community input. Do not dare come here. It's simple as that.
Well, I think there's a flip side to that coin. I think that there's a larger percentage of people that have come here and appreciated the arrow than there has been a percentage of people
Alright, John.
It's probably not.
We gotta take off. Fuck gentrification.